That's a good play. Again here, like, simple stuff with support is just always knowing your angles and having good angles. Like, just taking height, and then you can establish a good angle from that. Like he's doing here. Sets up multiple boxes away so he can't get run out on. He does that as it, doesn't he? And then while he's doing this, where's Noah? He's on a different angle, completely behind, actually, like, getting PC, trying to get walls and stuff. Queasy's not trying to wall replace it. All he's doing is just getting, like, pre-edit walls, just like that. So he's safe. And that's the biggest thing. When you're box fighting a team, especially when a team's boxed up like this, is that they're not, I mean, sometimes they might run out of Noah, but Noah's got, like, some stuff where he can reset it and, like, get back. And he'd also most likely, like, want an Angel, maybe, if one runs at him. But for Queasy, a lot of teams, they'll realise one's, like, pickaxing that side, and they'll run out on the one spraying, you know? So that's why it's really important to have those pre-edits set up. Especially this is champ zone, like, the people are actually good first game, you know? These aren't, like, horrendous players. Just get pre-edits set up multiple boxes away and get damage in like that. So you never have a situation where you die to an SMG. Like, this kid just ran forward with an SMG, and then Queasy outplays him completely and gets free kill. And he's got the 1 HP for Noah as well. Double pants away. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Cool. Good stuff. Again, what am I saying with the angles, boys? Look, Noah's straight on the wall, getting a little bit fraggy. And then Queasy's on a side angle, spraying, taking height, making sure he's not dying or milking anything, you know? Worst thing you can do when you're a support player is kind of what he's doing here, but he's fine doing it here, is where you get, like, too close. Like, right now, if these kids aren't spraying the other way, it works because Queasy's aware that they're spraying Noah. And also they're only in 2 boxes, not like they've got multiple boxes around the side where they can beat him from. It works in that situation because Noah's spraying it. But that's probably the worst thing you can do normally in a fight when there's, like, loads of space. It's just getting straight on a wall and just wall replacing. Like, you don't want to double wall replace because it just means that you get 2v1. I think this Stinger is better for support player. Obviously combat is better for getting in box like Noah just did, because you can do stuff like this where you just get straight in with combat and out damage with a shotgun most of the time. Good, again, good plays by Queasy. Look, he's safely on a whole angle. He's got a whole box pre-built over this way. He's just safe. When one of them tries to go for a solo play on Noah, Queasy comes in the back right here. And Noah also doesn't make the mistake of a bad player in this situation. When he sees his teammate going in, he would, like, go back, you know, and chop up a big, just play safe. But instead, Noah, like, he immediately starts aggroing walls, and he almost gets that kid killed. Later on in the games, when you can't, like, full W key, this is the best thing to do. Just approach from the same angle. One person holds shotgun out. Look, Queasy's holding shotgun out. You should do something differently where because Queasy's holding shotgun out, Noah should be the one editing. He kind of up there and shot his thing by accident, you know? Whoever's replacing should be the one editing. This is just height, spraying, killing out. Let's go watch another game. Okay. One thing that I noticed Queasy sort of excels at is, like, being alone, if that makes sense. Like, he always likes to isolate. The way Tayson plays, obviously Tayson is really smart, and, like, you looked at some of the best IGLs, but he is not, he plays a different sort of style. Like, he's always with other people sort of thing, or, like, but Queasy is always very isolated and doing his own thing and looking for his own opportunities. Don't pad early there, 100% pad when everyone else is padding, or, like, just about to pad. Like, there's kind of like a grace period where everyone's, like, sitting in their cone ready to pad or ready to go to the car. And if you catch that period, you never ever get tagged. People always that period there. They go too late or they go too early. One of the best things this season is being, like, sort of near back, like, moderately backside, and then tack spraying forward and 7 loads of mats, you know? Alright, they're going to pad this. Almost a little bit scuffed, but they tank a little bit storm as far as splashes. Good stuff. Now, I was also running Harpoon here. I want to see what they do with Harpoon. First thing is, I like this landing spot here. Pretty sure they're going to pad again since they've still got 2 pads. I like this landing spot, landing, like, moderately high, but still low enough where you can harpoon the loot. You know, you don't want to be, like, up there when you're trying to harpoon loot. They land sort of early and sort of low down, just so they can get good angles of spray and potentially find a harpoon refresh. Good pad as well. Queasy's thinking about the old high ground. Doesn't quite spot the high ground opportunity, but he spots a very, very free play and landing spot. Almost gets a little bit PC. Unfortunately, he doesn't have to place a cone. Zone pool is far, and this is why always trying to save a pad in duos. I think it's better. Okay, listen, it's better to, like, use splashes and use floppers and recycling a pad first moving, then tarping a little bit, and then saving your own pad till right now. Because look how far this zone is, and look how many mats everyone's going to go for on this zone. You know, And they can cut off so much of the time here. They're already on a really good side. But they can, like, just get to the best spot on this zone straight away from where they're going to be at, you know? And they also high pad. And also means they can potentially take height, because height is... Whose height? Is Jerky and eye drop, yeah. They could easily take height. They could just double land it on Jerky. Eye drop does a good play by going back a little bit. Yeah, top there. Why didn't he go back? What's he doing? Very free stuff. So they should go for height? No, they don't. They leave it. Queasy goes front, start spraying it. Where did Noah land? Oh, Noah got beams, so he landed early. I'm watching. This is awareness. Noah sneak out from front. Okay, they're gonna call it off maybe? No? Still going for it? It's gonna say Noah missed landing and went lower and then I agreed for it. Yeah, I was gonna say sneak it wasn't. It's a little bit scuffed. You could, yeah, if you both were like high padding there, you could just double down on a jerky and kill them there. But I'm pretty sure Noah commed like before you could even do that. That would have been a really free play because they were playing heights so badly. I'll just watch how you die and then I'll go back and show something good. Yeah, now they're just like playing a scuffed mid-ground game. They're gonna die like top 7. Okay. Alright, they're gonna die. Alright, let me go back. When zone switches on second moving, every single height team does this. Let me go back and watch. On second moving, when zone swaps, every single high ground team is way too high in the air, unless it pulls like straight back, which is like, it's like 1 in 8 chance that it pulls straight back, you know? Like they can recycle their builds across. So they're busy back here like fighting and actually holding height in the first moving, and then zone swaps, and then as soon as zone swaps, look, you see how high they are? And then zone swaps and they're like, oh, we're really high, we're gonna get shot out by front side. Because a good team right now, if if Rifle and Orion want to take height, they could both just go full front and spray out height. Like he's held up by 2 things, he's held up by 1 thing. So height immediately realizes, oh, we're too low, and that means that when Queasy and Noah padded earlier, they could have just landed on the guy who's back, because one's obviously waterfalling down. They're not going to both waterfall at the same time. And then you greed for it, just a little bit scuffed. Alright, let's go next. Boys, let's study how Queasy died to a bot and how he shouldn't have died to a bot in the AE. Alright, okay. Alright, let's just skip. So the thing is, repair torches, it's actually kind of good if you boys open up, if you just know where the ammo box spawns or like all around the map, because on every single one of these cannon things, there's normally 2 ammo box like potential spawns. Like right there's normally 2 ammo boxes. Yeah, one's already opened, and that's like a really high chance of getting a repair torch. What's even going on there? Team rotates above them. Pretty free kill. I mean, it's Tomsy, so can't really do anything about it. That's good though. Whenever you, I don't know, one thing as well that like top players do is they always look for like opportunities, but in a way that won't milk them, like isn't risky, you know? Like just a team rotating above you, just wasting some ammo, spraying on a good angle, like building a 1 box to get a good angle, you know? It just makes the difference in like 1 or 2 games of tourney, you're gonna find you get rewarded for that, looking for opportunity, you know? Like right there, someone gets cracked and they just spray for it and they get the body, you know? My team looks at opportunity so much. Yeah, but thing is, you can't just always be looking for stuff. You have to look for like stuff safely, you know, in a correct way. That was a very good pad. I don't know if you even mean to do that. That was very good. Zone play straight back as well. I want to see if they play height. Okay, this is the game they win, plus the last one. I actually want to see what they play for height for here. Like, all they've done so far is play edge zone, actually found like a good refresh and then jumped on the solo. Okay, what they're going to do is hopefully both get to the same layer. No, please come up. Thank you. Yeah, both get to the same layer. Lovely stuff. This means that someone can land on them 100% and like go for a pump shot, but whenever people pad, they don't ever pad at the same time. They pad like seconds after each other, you know? So they're never ever going to get landed on up here, which is why it's really safe. And it means you can just full focus. It means you can ADS spray basically, you know? And not have to worry about getting landed on too much. Like what Noah's doing. I beg someone doesn't land on them. Good kill by Queasy. Queasy pads early, which is a big thing in high ground takes now, is you want to stagger your pads. You also want to try being the last in the air. It's kind of twofold benefits because obviously it's yours, but Queasy is going to land early and start cranking. See, he's like slightly the highest in this guy. He's going to land and start cranking, And then Noah's also able to look for like pressure and beam people. Like if he just cracks one of these people, it stops the whole team going for height, you know? And then Noah also, in a second tier, let me go back to him. Yeah, look what he's trying to do. Trying to get some cracks and stuff. Could even tank a bit of Storm. Queasy's done a very good job of choosing the best spot to land, which is back in Storm over there. So now when this other kid tries going for height and tries going a little bit crazy, what does Noah do? He lands straight on him. If that is another player, if that's not Queasy, Noah gets a 1 pump and he gets a free kill. 100% of the time. Just because of that stagger pad. So good. They haven't done it. Look. What Jerky and iDrop did last game where they could have lost height, they haven't done that. Which is like dropping down too early, you know? Good landing spot again. Staggering from Noah. I think he double dips. Let me go back. I think Noah double dipped there. Or like waited on the pad for a little bit just so he would be the last one up. Good height take that team. That was actually pretty decent. Just delaying the pad to that point. Okay, Queasy's go. That was perfect. That was actually perfect. That was like the best thing they could have done right there. That was a good play. Drop them out, burning through their mats. Now when another team goes for height, they can just double spray up together. Also, you see how Noah doesn't go up and like shotgun fight on zone, which he definitely could do. He just decides to go front and like spray as much as possible. Nice, good kills by these two. Get that med miss maybe. Give heal off to one player who's got the most HP, please. Lovely stuff. Noah's gonna go down and get a little bit fraggy. Stops the heal off guy, that's perfect. Look, stops the heal off guy and goofs their med miss. And he hits the max as well. That's ideal. Bro, Queasy's so smart. Look, he padded over to the pond area thinking there might be some fish or like something there, you know, like a thermal fish that could win heal off. That was good.